Hello everyone, welcome to Any Recap. Today anime title is down below in the description. Frau wakes up and sees Atra, sitting on the bed next to her. This shocks Frau and she asks the angel if she has died again. Atra answers that she hasn't and that she is in the mortal world. The blonde girl explains that Frau collapsed after the battle with Kayaketsuki and was carried by her companions in the inn-room. She adds that Sally and Carrot went to the town to buy her carrots, while Hawthorne is guarding outside the door. The angel says that she entered through the window and that when Sally and the others saw her in this form they were shocked, but didn't say anything. Frau tells her friend that this makes her happy, but then Atra suggests removing her power, as it might be hard for her to stay in this form. The harefolk thanks her and the angel tells her that there is nothing for her to be thankful for as they were companions. Frau corrects her and says that they still are, making her blush. Suddenly Hawthorne enters the room, as he thinks he heard something inside but then is surprised to see that Frau is back in her original form. Meanwhile Carrot and Sally are seen walking on the street when the former Oni asks Sally why are they buying carrots when they are supposed to get medicine. She explains to Carrot that normally that is the case, but then adds that Frau recovered just by eating carrots when they were fighting the walrus Oni. Carrot then suddenly asks Sally if she is the one who killed Set. The princess answers that she did but also that she won't apologize about it as she is using her power only when it is necessary. In the meantime Atra flies over the village when she sees the spirit of Kayaketsuki. She asks him if he is dead and says that he shouldn't be there. He tells the angel that it is his body the crowd is burning. Atra asks him if he enjoys seeing his own corpse being burned down but has answered that he had stayed with it for 300 years and at the very least he would like to be there when it is gone. Later that night Mikoto and Dog are seen walking through a forest when suddenly they notice they are being followed. Mikoto adds that judging by the footsteps he heard there is only one chaser. He draws his sword and attacks the mysterious figure, only to find a crying little girl, wearing none clothes. They decide to rest for a bit and Mikoto start cooking a pot. They tell the girl that they won't eat her and offer her to join them. She asks if she really looks like a sister and tells Mikoto that she has lost some of her memory but then adds that her name is Milia. After the dinner Mikoto approaches the now sleeping girl and confirms that the girl is an Oni. He then draws his sword but is stopped by Dog. On the next day Mikoto and his traveling companions are seen approaching the town, when they bump into Oni, who explains he is ordered to capture someone named Hatsuki but then decides to kill her as in his opinion she is no longer worth living. She suddenly remembers her true identity and asks him how a nameless Oni like him dares to attack a higher rank one, but then the Oni wounds her. Mikoto yawns and tells them that he will wait for them to fight and then will kill who remains alive. Milia, shocked that she might die, decides to pull out her own horn, as this way she will be no different than a human girl and Mikoto will have to save her, but collapse on the ground due to the blood loss. Milia awakes and finds out that she is in an inn and was saved by Mikoto as she hoped. She asks if he had killed the Oni but the boy answers that at first he intended to do so but as he had to stop her bleeding first he decided to let him go. Milia thanks Mikoto for saving her and reintroduce herself. She adds that she is glad to be with him as partners but he tells her not to call him that. She tells him that he shouldn't be shy as it will be a relaxing trip of two girls. This video ends here. If you enjoy the video please like and subscribe and hit the notification button so you won't miss our video update.